Let's talk about tap water. Have you heard the rumor that French women don't allow tap water to touch their faces? Or that some celebrities wash their hair and faces with bottled water only? There's some evidence that certain types of tap water can affect your skin and hair. It all depends on what's in your water, and that usually depends on where you live. During my research about tap water and what's contained in tap water in different regions, not just in the United States, I must confess the picture is a pretty scary one. I'm not somebody who naturally orients towards fear. You must have realized that by now. And I try to avoid negating things as much as possible, but I have to give my opinion on things you want to know more about, and this was a requested topic. I've tried to go through peer-reviewed research, meta-analysis, reviews, specific research articles, public records, and had conversations with experts in toxicology too. If I have to cut to the chase and get straight to the news, it is almost all tap water.
Believe it or not.
Almost all tap water contains things that are bad for us. Hi, I'm Dr. Sanober Pezad, doctor. I'm a board-certified dermatologist practicing integrative and holistic dermatology. On this channel, we discuss everything related to skincare, hair care, healthy aging, and today I'm going to discuss the impact of tap water on our skin and hair specifically, and what can you do about it. For this, let's first understand about the hardness of water. The hardness of water is determined by the number of salts present in water, specifically calcium carbonate and magnesium sulfate. The clue to identifying hard water is its characteristic, which prevents lathering of soap. You'll also notice a faint translucent film present over taps and bathtubs. According to research, and to be honest, there isn't much research that extensively proves that tap water is detrimental for skin and hair, but in my clinical experience, long-term use can hamper skin integrity. I'll share a few findings present in research to prove my point. A study conducted on 15 female volunteers showed that there was no statistical difference in the tensile strength and elasticity between the hairs that were treated with tap water and distilled water. However, it is important to note that this was a cross-sectional study, and exposure to hard water over longer periods may lead to altered findings. Also, a meta-analysis, which is considered as one of the best study designs, revealed that hard water may result in skin barrier dysfunction and an increased risk of atopic eczema in children when used for a long period of time. Aside from just upsetting the delicate skin barrier, hard water saps the skin of its moisture, and this is why it is so problematic, especially for people who are suffering from some type of dermatitis. Another important point to note is that hardness of water can be classified into temporary or permanent. Temporary hardness is predominantly due to the presence of bicarbonate salts dissolved in water, and it can be removed by boiling, whereas permanent hardness is predominantly due to sulfate salts dissolved in water, and it cannot be removed by boiling. Hence, boiling your water might help, but it is not a permanent solution and may not always be feasible. So, what does all this mean? And most importantly, what can you do about it? First, it will be a good idea to determine the hardness of water in your area. To find the hardness of water in your area, the most reliable way will be to contact your local water supplier. They should provide information about the general water hardness in your area. It could be in their annual report or up on their website. You can also try calling them to inquire about specific details, or you can purchase a home water testing kit and test your water directly to get a more precise measurement of the water that is coming directly into your house. Some clues that will help you understand if you are dealing with hard water in your area and if it's likely to affect your skin and hair will be soap not lathering sufficiently, your clothes feeling rough to touch, a flaky, irritated scalp, conditions like acne, eczema, psoriasis, or atopic dermatitis not resolving completely, a buildup of scale on your taps, a sort of translucent film developed over bathtubs or shower doors. But there are other things that I want to bring your attention to apart from the hardness of water. That is the other minerals and contaminants that could be present in water that can affect your skin and hair. There are many other compounds found in tap water such as chlorine, aluminium, ammonia, arsenic, barium, cadmium, chloramine, copper, fluoride, lead, nitrates, mercury, perchlorate, radium, uranium, silver, and selenium. Surprised? I was too. I haven't even started with what happens when we ingest tap water, but that is a discussion for another day. So now we have understood the possible issues with tap water and how it can impact our skin and hair and our health as well. So what can we do about it? Does this mean you need to use bottled water only? I wouldn't advise doing that for multiple reasons, common sense and cost being the basic ones. Here are some tips and tricks to tackle hard water and possibly take care of other contaminants as well that can damage your skin and hair. Avoid long baths. A quick bath with warm, not hot water is ideal. Pat dry the skin with a cotton towel and avoid the temptation to rub the skin. Moisturize well, preferably immediately after a bath, as that helps seal the moisture. This in turn will keep the skin hydrated and help maintain the skin's barrier integrity. This is a very simple but highly effective step that can actually help take care of many of the side effects that occur because of the mineral content present in water. Try incorporating a shower filter, since having a whole house water filtration system might be an expensive affair. But if you can afford a whole house water filtration system, that's the best, since you ensure that safe water is available through all the outlets in your house. Try to limit hair washing to once or twice a week for both men and women. Daily hair washing strips off the natural oil, and if you're washing your hair daily only to get rid of the greasiness, then you can try a dry shampoo. Treat your scalp with a nice warm oil massage at least once a week, as it will pamper and boost circulation and help nourish the scalp. Let's face the fact, using tap water is inevitable, but taking small steps can go a long way. Start with a good shower filter, then use a filter over the most commonly used tap in the house, and if and when possible, try to get a whole house water filtration system. Follow the skincare and hair care washing steps that I mentioned before, and you should be fine. We live in a messy world and we need to learn to adapt to it in the best way possible. Let me know if you know about the hardness of water in your area and what are you doing about it. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I hope you found the video helpful. Please like and share it with someone you care about. Let's together grow a community that feels educated and empowered. I wish nothing but the very best for you. Continue to glow, thrive and shine as always. Take care. I'll see you soon.